أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وابنه الكريم الغوث الأعظم الإمام الهمام وحزبه وبارك وسلم أما بعد فقال الله سبحانه وتعالى في قرآنه العظيم وخطابه القديم يا أيها النبي إنا أرسلناك شاهدا ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا. ويقول الله سبحانه وتعالى في شان حبيبه المبارك إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد معدن الجود والكرم وآله الكرام وابنه الكريم وبارك وسلم كما تحب وترضى بأن تصلي عليه صلاة وسلاما عليك سيدي يا حبيبي يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. جماعة المسلمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. By the divine grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the blessings of His beloved Habib Sayyiduna wa Mawlana Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, we will be inshaAllah subhanahu wa ta'ala discussing the concept of haazir and naazir. The subject matter was given to me by the house, and unfortunately an article of faith, haazir and naazir, has become a subject of contention and a subject that has divided this beloved ummah into so many fragments. Haazir and naazir is a concept, and it cannot be attributed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because the concept of haazir and naazir is not such that can be attributed to the divine being of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let us first understand what is the meaning of haazir and naazir, and we will then try to discuss this in series, in detail, so that the Muslim Ummah can benefit from it. Haazir means to be present. Now, that is a literal meaning of haazir. And naazir means to see, to observe, to look. It's not always that an individual is haazir and naazir. You understand? Haazir means you be present and you have the authority and physical access to a thing. Like you are haazir in this room and you are near a glass of water where you have access to it and you can move it, drop it, do what you want with it. That is haazir. Right? But naazir is when you see, for example, you're standing on the ground and you see the moon in the sky. You are haazir to the moon. You are naazir to the moon, but you're not haazir. Haazir means to be present and have access. To be present. Naazir is only limited to see. Now, these are two different categories. Now, you can also be haazir and naazir. Like you are now haazir, like I am haazir and naazir in front of this cup of water or this glass of water. Right. Now, this is the literal meaning. But when you use this meaning as in a concept, in concept of faith and belief, it will mean the shara'i meaning, the meaning in Sharia, the meaning of haazir and naazir in Sharia will be that a person, haazir and naazir is that spiritually elevated soul, or that spiritually elevated human who has the ability to be present in many places at the same time.
Subhanallah.
And have access and authority to change things. That is now the meaning of haazir or naazir as far as the Sharia is concerned. And furthermore, as expounded by the Aimma and religious authorities in Islam, not only be present in many places, but also has the authority to give benefit to whomever that person desires. Right? Also, if he intends to destroy something, he can destroy it. If he intends to fulfill the needs of somebody or people who are situated in many places at any given time, he can be present. Now this presence is either spiritual, manifestation of spirituality, or enhanced by the radiance and power of the realm of the angelic realm. The angelic realm means alam malakut. Now what is alam malakut? Malakut is from malak. Malak means malaika, angels. The angelic realm. That is a place where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is the realm or the domain or dimension of the angels who have extraordinary powers. Okay? The beam and brilliance of certain attributive qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that beams on the creation in this realm enhances their abilities to do things which ordinary people can't do. Understand? Their movement becomes very swift. For example, Sayyidina Jibreel was in his station in the skies. Where is his station? For example, we'll say Baytul Ma'mur. Baytul Ma'mur is the Qibla or the Haram of the angels in the sky. And directly under Baytul Ma'mur is the Kaabatullah. Right? We make tawaf of the Kaaba, the human make tawaf of the Kaaba, the angels make tawaf of Baytul Ma'mur. We had discussed this in the Mi'raj talk. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered Sayyidina Jibreel when, at the time when a drop of blood had left the sacred mouth of the beloved Habib Sayyiduna Maulana Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he was injured, and that drop of blood was on its way to the ground. It left the point where it was discharged, the sacred mouth of the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and left. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered Jibreel, go and stop that drop of blood so that it does not fall on the ground. What speed he must have traveled, the qudrat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to stop that drop of blood. One. Number two, when the brothers of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam